Universal Underground, welcome to it, man. Another epic jam session of the hottest house music podcast is just about to kick off. Putting an extra twist to it this time around and hang out with my homie, hailing all the way from Soweto. And he's gonna be our guest today, man. Give it a warm welcome to my homie, just another cool kid.
Yeah, or Jack for short.
Again.
On top.
Easy
Justin Jamme.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for having me come through to join you.
Yeah, it's been a minute coming, bro.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I've watched a couple of the podcasts.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
On.
Born and I don't care who says what. I've got a T-shirt. I'm legit now. I've got a T-shirt.
Okay, we're on.
Born.
All right, man. So for those of you guys that are hanging out with us for the very first time, we're going to be discussing all things house music and about to give a warm welcome to, South Africa's finest in the dance music scene, man.
Hailing all the way from Northwest. And I'm not talking about Kanye's baby. Like the province, Northwest.
Yeah, Northwest. All right, man. A warm welcome to the Dvine brothers. Except for wait.
Yo, my brother.
Yo, man.
Yeah. Hey, I'm laughing.
You easy.
Yeah, no.
Even in the coolest guys in the business. All right, man. So we're going to be discussing all things house music with you guys, your journey in music.
Yeah.
Another warm welcome to Dvine Lopez and Nash Underground. And yeah, man, Dvine brothers as a collective. And basically we're going to be, digging deep.
Yeah.
The discovery is about to begin. But
We already find out.
Yeah.
so how about you guys take center stage and let everybody know who Dvine Brothers is. Dvine Lopez, take it
Yo,
away,
my brother. So yeah, Nagana Itu,
Yeah.
Itu Meling full name, and then AKA Dvine Lopez,
Dvine Lopez.
vocalist / producer / model / voiceover artist / TV presenter,
Right.
slash Daddy D.
/ a father of two.
All right, cool, man.
Yeah, man.
And we also have your partner in crime. Take
Yeah,
center
man.
stage, bro. Let everybody know who Nash Underground is, bro.
Yeah, man, yeah. It's Neo Zazimpi from Mufftown, Dwana of West,
Yeah.
part of the Dvine Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right. So I guess this is where the conversation begins. Now we know Lemo Gaming. Dvine, how about maybe, you kick it off and let us know what your earliest memories in music are, man. Like, where does Dvine Brothers begin? From Northwest, Lemo Pitori. Take us to the beginning, bro.
Ish.
Let's start from primary school. How life was for the both of y'all, for you. And yeah.
I guess maybe it's a matter of go higher a lot of background music from like family members wise.
Yeah.
Our uncle plays is it saxophone or trumpet?
Trumpet,
Saxophone.
plays
saxophone.
Yeah, for the police. And
Wait. He played it for the police or with the police?
with the police.
So,
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was standing outside of the police.
No.
Yeah. So
Nah.
he
Shout
played
out to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got singers. We also related to Tsidi Moholo from Malaika.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
our cousin.
Yeah.
So it's all way back whereby a lot of our family members normally into this music stuff, and then we'd have gatherings, and then always
Yeah.
music everywhere.
What?
Everywhere.
Alright, so now we have an idea of where the musical influences come from,
Yeah.
But before like explore, press play or Jive or whatever it is that you started with first.
Yeah.
How does it begin? Like, where did you go to school? Just growing up. Did you play sports?
Yeah, okay.
No freya no dalakati. I was growing up for Dvine.
Dvine looks like he was a bit too cool for school.
No.
Not even.
Nash looks like the guy on. He would let you copy off his homework. How would you flop? Nash was the guy who was like, that's one child.
So, I got you.
Dvine, on the other hand, is the guy that needs to copy the homework.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Nah. And funny enough, I used to play rugby.
Rugby.
Yeah.
Is this in primary school? Or
Yeah,
in high school?
in primary, and then high school I played soccer.
Yeah.
And then I was too cool. And then I was like,
And then the
And
music bites win, like in the
music.
midst of all
The
this.
music stuff started just I think around grade 7,
Yeah.
and then just used to have the love for music, and then I keep beside DJ Small.
Right.
You were
Why
DJ
I don't
Small.
know. Yeah,
What?
but call him over there.
DJ Small.
DJ
All right,
Small.
yeah,
And
keep
then
it
from
going,
from
yeah.
grade 8, I was like, you know what? And then that's when I started collecting vinyls because they used to give me about 150 a month for allowance. And then I get like more the joint did that.
The joint, that's
Yeah,
the sunny side. Right?
yeah, more tram shed.
Drum shed, yeah.
No, but there was another branch. There was
Yeah,
it's a guest house now.
Yeah,
While
yeah.
the house 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
so-
joint Saleh move.
Okay,
Yeah.
so wait a minute. Let me just get a recollection. You are from Northwest. Are you doing primary and high school?
No,
there?
we were here.
Okay,
in
by
Pretoria.
then you've already moved to
Yeah, we've
Pretoria.
already moved to Pretoria.
With your family,
Yes,
mom, dad.
yeah.
All right, cool. So now you're in Pretoria, you went to school.
Yeah, and it's another PTHS. So that.
PTHS.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. With musical influence from your family.
Yes.
As you were, from your infant days. So obviously it's affected or created some kind of musical curiosity
Okay.
within you.
Just,
right?
just before that, then.
Yeah.
So the guy who pushed us, or pushed me, or getting into this music was my uncle,
Yeah.
DNS. So he's a radio presenter. Used to be
DNS.
DNS, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he's the one who influenced us a lot because he used to do quieter stuff, and then from there, and then he was like, "Hey, introduce to Kaznale na
Is
Marco."
this in Pretoria or is
Pretoria.
this in Northwest? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, introduce to Kaznale na Marco. He's
Yeah.
a DJ. Utu mega mo peli gamo.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
doing the things, and then my dad took me to Marco Mona Mopeli Moramolangwana.
What?
And
What is
then
this, bro?
Around grade 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then from there, that's when I spent.
Marco Senzeba. Marco.
I
Okay,
spent
yeah.
from
Okay.
there. I spent my every Friday in the Gamma taxi.
Yeah.
Kia
Where you
Pale.
based by the time? Because if you
Orchard.
Orchard.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're catching a cab. One notice boy, because from Orchard to Attridge.
Nigga, I'm not town no Pale.
That's
From town and then they
So
got.
you'd catch a cab from Orchard, get to town,
Yeah.
another cab, connect to Attridge.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, what happens? Are you learning to DJ? Are you collecting music?
No, I just
What's
learn.
going on?
I learn. I if Marco would get gigs, that's how I'd go with him, and then he'd
Yeah.
teach me, and then more just to take out that Friday on top of Friday like
Oh. So
He'll just
basically,
say-
it's a mentorship program.
Yeah.
When I look Maru.
Yeah, so every
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Gigi. Last night, Gigi and Alena, wherever he's going, I'm there with him, you know.
Yeah. And then in the midst of all this, that's when the vinyl collection begins.
Yeah, and then he
Alright.
was like,
Great.
say,
Now the
"Bro,"
story's coming.
yeah.
in. Okay, cool.
And that's when he was
Sure.
like, dude,
Yeah.
you know what? Gurutile, whatever I can with you,
Yeah.
and I feel like now go do your brand, go chat.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's when I was like, okay, there's another step because now I was always under his
Yeah, in his wing, yeah.
so in his wing, and then him but no sharp I can do it myself. That's
Were
when
you
I went.
confident? Were you
No,
sure?
at that time I wasn't because I was always depending on him or the giggy guy.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
the gala
yeah.
guy we get there,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so ever since then, and then I was like, I sharp. My dad bought me sound, and then Ratomo Hirisa, the bigger Tala 21st, or whatever, and
You're
then
still in high school.
yeah.
Okay.
Let
then-
me ask this. Like, at some point, you stop being the learner, and you've got sea legs, but you can't really walk right.
Yeah.
But there's a set that you play that tells you, you know what? I think I'm there.
Yeah.
I think I've got the basic fundamentals.
I think I
I'm
get
sure
you.
it happened around that time when you were now having to establish yourself, having to buy the equipment so
Yeah.
that you can do these gigs by yourself.
Yeah.
Do you remember that set?
I think the one person who actually Marco used to be there for me, but whenever he's not around,
Right.
there used to be him to do is Dugza.
Ah.
So he used to be the guy whenever Marco is not around, he's there. So now he used
he's
to
the
be
head of the project.
yeah now, and he didn't give a damn. And that's a sugar code. I used to get scared every time. Dugza because I know now chief. And he's that guy now Rutore.
Yeah.
I perish up with you learn. No, you must learn this stuff. So I knew or every time I get if I Dugza,
Yeah.
Yeah.
my set must be on point.
Right.
You know, so I used to practice a lot.
Yeah. Man,
So
you don't want to go head to head.
you know, so
You
it's,
lose.
it's one of those things. Telling what
Yeah.
I appreciate him for that. You know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
All right. So then now, obviously, in the midst of you getting sound, are you still in high school? You
yeah, I'm still in high school,
Bro,
still
who's funding
collecting.
all of this, bro? How already getting equipment? There's an
My dad bought me equipment, ne?
You know, and then now you're still having to travel to
Seemingly every
Attridge.
Friday.
Yeah.
I
you know,
get
who's funding all
I get
of
a
this?
gauge in Nagu school.
Oh, so you're saving your lunch
Yeah,
money. So
I
that
get
you
a
can
sparla weekend because now
Nice.
got the next spend around $60.
Yeah.
All in all, and then weekend they get a final. I got the joint there,
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
repeater, and I know okay sharp. So after my dad bought a sound, That's when Nash came in the picture, whereby I was teaching him what they taught me
So
now.
DJ Small Ashilo Watama. DJ, no still DJ Small.
I actually did small.
So Small had to disappear.
Yeah, no. I had to just look for a new name.
All right,
Alright,
great.
so there's always that point where the student then decides to become the teacher, right?
Sure.
So this is when Nash, you now join the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, and then from Vine, Vinale. That's what I taught Nash le Naga PC DJ le Vinale at the same time.
All right. So then, how before we get to the actual connecting piece to this puzzle, because you're not just DJs, and you've collected sound for a number, or rather collected music for a number of years. You've put your sound together.
Yeah.
You're already starting to rent these things out. Obviously now you are making music at some point. Where does the production, shenanigans begin? When you start exploring, creating your own music, and obviously transitioning it to a more professional, space.
Okay, the production came, I think, around 2008, 9, I think. I'm not sure.
somewhere there,
Because I first went to Mr. O's DJ school. The joint.
So the production came after you guys started Dvine Brothers as a project.
While we're still Dvine Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
fellow-
what started first? Was it the DJing?
The DJing first.
thing,
So
yeah.
you
Yeah.
tried that,
Yeah.
And that's when you started. All right. I guess I jumped the gun a bit. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
All right. So Nash on the ground is in the picture.
Sharp.
Yeah. Nash.
Yeah, that time, Joe. Ish.
What guy? Wait, focus on rock.
Story say, Siloko Pele,
It's already
pause.
divided.
Ah, because he-
Yeah, now we need the other side. One shot.
It's already Dvine. Nash Otaka Brothers.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Yeah. So where do you come in? Like, how does it start? Like, okay.
Okay, sharp. Yeah, and then I get Maftown.
Yeah.
They get us go Maftown full time, and then
This is primary and high school.
yeah,
Yeah.
primary and high school. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I moved to Pretoria around. I think I was doing grade 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, grade 8.
Okay, so roughly around high school.
Yeah, high school. Yeah,
Okay,
high
cool,
school.
Yeah.
Gamubela Pitori, cause
You also went to PTHS?
nah.
Or different schools?
Yeah,
Local
different
Parliament,
school.
Kadina?
Yeah, Galina.
Yeah. Sure, cool. Tell us about that, bruh.
Yeah, so nanenzike nale an ear for music,
Yeah.
Nigi feel like you collector stuff,
Yeah,
like nigi follow a revolution,
Yeah.
Oskido.
This is all from your Mufftown days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maftown days, like nale connection, like
Yeah.
bo escalate di cassette,
Yeah. I said a lot.
a lot,
So you had
a
your
lot.
own catalog, you had
Exactly.
the sound,
Yeah.
and then you get together, you're DJing.
Actually,
This is the
pause
best
it.
of-
Go pause
Oh,
it.
please.
So we both used to have an ear for the same
Types.
type of sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Revolution and Rata Blind.
Yeah.
It was one of our Revolutionary Clear was our favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. Now you're in Pretoria. Fast forward. Head Dvine now. Who dudes are you with him? Or
No, at the
by
time,
the time you came through, he was already done with that.
Yeah.
I was just transferring the knowledge.
yeah, at
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
time, nigi feel like a valley now, man.
Yeah.
But then not a lot. Kore nigi like
Oh.
weekend in, weekend out.
So Marco o sentse ngwana. Dvine se ya bana.
There you go.
Oh, okay, sharp. I agree. All right,
Yeah.
so you guys fast forward. If you kill it down, this is happening. When did you realize that you're also interested in, like, how the mixer together? all of that?
Influence in the baya, because you do not play a music you go to,
Yeah.
and then the pillar inside the speaker. Whenever we play football, go and play more
Yeah.
grassing or
Yeah.
Right.
no pompa speaker, and then yeah, from there. Ratumio Buki, everybody clap
Yeah,
ham.
the club and whatever.
The high school,
40 days
the
and
house
stuff.
party,
Yeah.
40 days.
And you guys are still in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Nereza Zagaga.
Like, I think throughout my whole high school, I never got a date. Like, I always started. No, like,
After
no,
high
like,
school.
yeah, like I used to play at my school socials, but
Yeah.
I never gigged. Like,
Now we used to.
In
Yeah.
our neighborhood, Darko Mirolens, a couple of my friends and I, Wabana pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would put a computer in there,
Yeah.
lady top of the pedi,
Yeah.
and then we'd pitch up at it 21st or whatever. That's how we used to gig, that virtual teaching
Yeah.
Yeah, virtual.
in high school, So as I was saying, like our equipment was very it was shabby.
Yeah.
It was nothing to sing about. You know what I mean?
Nah, ours was proper.
You guys started off with
Yeah, it was
quality,
proper.
quality stuff.
Yeah.
Cash injection and tattoos. Cash injection.
Yeah. So from there, and then we just started buying more sound
Yeah.
from these 21st, and then these other gigs started taking another
Save
grand.
us, okay.
And then we just kept buying and buying.
Nice. I think before we even get to how it transitions to it being more professional and music, like when this is all happening, aren't you guys like having sibling wars at your demand? My Colgate.
Nah.
No.
use my toothbrush.
I think
Like
they're focused
siblings,
more
you
the
know?
one thing, the music,
Yeah.
yes.
Because it is, we all know, you guys have been in music for the longest
Yeah.
of times. You guys have seen groups form and fall apart.
True.
You
Yeah.
know, but you guys have been, is it because there's a family dynamic in it? You know,
Yeah,
in fact, no, but
Nah. It's not even that.
Come on, I
And funny enough, it never. Nah, it never got to that. Right?
Yeah.
It was-
I think about it, like I know a couple, it's just I won't name drop,
Yeah.
you know. Like I do know of people who have been in situations and scenarios where they actually are family, they start a group, a project, but still it collapses. You know what I mean? But you guys have had like this Dvine Brothers brand for years now, and you guys have done amazing things, which is obviously things we're gonna catch on,
Yeah.
touch on as we continue with the interview. But in the midst of you guys getting to this solidified space, there's got to be sibling wars.
Nah,
next.
with that, we have to thank our parents. Nah, we have to give thanks to our parents because one thing about us as a family is that we communicate about whatever.
Yeah.
So whenever, if come or maybe we talk about it as a family.
Yeah.
And we discuss it. Are sorry scoop really too. And then we put down our parents, and then they tell us what's the problem. We lay it down, and then
So there's intervention processes.
yeah, but it's not a train smash or a rabbit or no. It's always communication. That's what they taught us. Communication you're gonna have to help a lot of things, especially in the house.
No, that's dope.
So that's what kept us going.
I mean, like with the type of kids in high school that are thinking business-wise, trying to get equipment and trying to get gigs and whatnot. A lot of things can get blurred.
True.
I'm not going to say, there's money coming in. On
Yeah,
the
no,
one
I won't
side.
lie.
At the same time, you're working with family.
Yeah.
So the dynamics can be very interesting.
And speaking about that, because we had to discipline ourselves, because remember, our parents, I think when we were in grade 10,
Yeah,
Right.
grade 10.
and we were alone this side, and imagine,
Yeah, you guys started. Yeah, you were there. Yeah.
so we've had our fair share
I
before high
remember you
school.
talk to your parents. Your parents left you guys
Yeah.
That didn't work.
this side.
Yeah.
And then Bawela go Mafia.
Mafia,
And you guys survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
They held the fort, bro. I'm telling you.
I need to
remember
talk
this.
to your parents.
All right, so now fast forward.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting, man.
Yeah.
Family dynamics is only good. The way they stuck on my subject, didn't say we could go on for hours. But okay, cool. Now fast forward. You guys have solidified yourself in the house party scene.
Yeah.
The high school party scene or whatever social scene that you guys were doing. How do you then now figure out, no man, hey, we've done Pretoria, we want to move into a more professional space? Is that where the music begins, or
Actually,
how did it happen? How did you guys decide to elevate from that particular space?
we actually elevated from Nakwana Tomona, the resident DJ go VIP lounge.
VIP
Yeah. Were you making your own music by then, or
Yes,
that's what provoked it?
Yes, we were still doing production, and then we just became full-time regular DJ from Fridays until Sundays.
Yeah.
And then that's why we get more. That's why we got more fan base from around different
Nice.
places, because
Yeah.
we DJ there for I think around 6 years.
Yeah.
Early resident DJs at that, and then we grew while we were doing music. We were still just pushing our stuff, and then from there, that's when we started getting the gigs. So why not come after no? And then from there, that's when now Dvine Brothers Tomo Hall, and then shout out to Tito, because he's actually the first guy, Tito and Mojere
Yeah.
from Mafiking.
Yeah.
They are the ones that actually
They put you on.
put us on the
Yeah.
map that side.
Put us on, yeah.
Tito Soul Freak, because you cannot feeling our first gig with Taung.
Yeah.
And we used to go there for 3,000. Imagine what's on Pitori, we're at Taung for 3,000.
3K.
And at the time we didn't care about the money. It was about getting the brand that side.
yeah,
And ever since,
Conquering territories. All right, so before you actually now start traveling, and because obviously you've got your fan base,
Yeah.
you know, your brand is growing, you know, Nash. Who then says, Ejo, was it you? Was it Dvine? You know, like who then provokes that thing out? Let's start making our own music.
Okay, like
Okay.
at that time, the
No.
one at OK Shop, Joe, Nes, Kaleri DJ here for a while now.
Yeah.
And then
When is this? You guys are still in high school or you just finished?
Yeah, Referitsa High
Yeah,
School.
Referitsa, yeah.
Referitsa High School.
Because it was just after high school when I
Yeah.
went to go Emendi.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
I
then-
okay, ke tlhaga le Mr. O.
Yeah.
This guy I rota ruta reason, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I graduated high le Mr. O.
Also, you the one who found Mr. O.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sure. Yeah, keep going.
And then from there, I okay. So Nesh, there's this program by Visa Reason.
Yeah.
Kinyaga o thutse di day, you know.
Yeah.
So from there, ka ithuta yona. Hands up, press mo le kiki mo kae,
But
mo
you guys
kae.
were sad. You even had studio equipment. These guys were sad.
I think what from how they telling the story, it sounds like they got the right type of motivation and then they just ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you buy your own studio equipment, or was it funded by the
No,
sound business,
no,
or
yeah, it was
like
funded by the sound. And then the bigger and the better sata techniques, never connected like a DVD. Then got buy a sound card to go morale, and then for up until
Give up
the
to my
hustle,
time.
yeah.
I don't remember the last time someone said DVD in my presence.
yeah, never connect. They got 5.1 sound card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then from there I go Emendi.
Okay.
And then
this is where you
2011.
start to enhance your
I think
music
around 20,
production
yeah.
skills. Okay, cool. Yeah.
From 2011 got to Emendi, and then because we were already doing production at the time, but music around so we just wanted to learn more.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's when I went to Emendi to study sound engineering there. Yeah, I left me. I could already get that motivation, production, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm doing something. I don't know what it is, but I know. Yeah.
They
So
know something, yeah.
so I did not then he caught on to that, and then whatever now. So we were very strategic. Whatever that I learned, go Emendi every day.
You transfer the knowledge.
The same day, one time is what I was taught. Because get that
So
day.
somebody need practical.
So they can find the book and then you
okay.
check.
And then in the midst of you doing MND, what are you doing?
At the time.
Yeah, when
Okay, yeah, because I get it no snazaka.
Yeah.
It was Bazwadi never say shapoga di finance.
No,
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, how about E2? I was gay la
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Twitter production and then na ketla knowledge la high.
Yeah.
Then
What's up?
it's a 50-50 thing, you know.
Sure.
I need to meet your parents. You pay for the one kid, you
Yeah.
get 2 degrees.
No, but the level of sharing, that's why I was like, you guys have, because the guys have been having this brand intact all
Yeah.
the time.
Right.
You know, we even make fun of them, like, like,
And we actually do.
like, these guys, they do things so well together.
Right.
To a point where, people wonder if you guys even actually fight, like, at some point, It seems surreal because it's been like this for years, And, I mean, for me, it's inspiring stuff.
Sure,
I
thanks,
have
man.
sibling wars all the time with my brother.
The thing is, we are so often used to seeing discord and
Yeah.
arguments that when people like you guys show up, I don't say what regret. But I mean, the truth of the matter is, the people like this exist,
True.
and you guys are proof.
Yeah.
And so, gents, you are now pulling off this major education heist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Something like that.
One kid is going to school, Otlagari textbook kontlung, and because it's your passion, you guys are easily learning this, the skill of sound engineering and production. Again, at what point, like, when did you guys feel for, okay, now we're getting, our stuff together, like we're actually making music that we'd be willing to play for other people?
Because
Because I mean, there's always that one moment, right? Like,
Yeah,
Are you
get you.
in school when it happens, or are you like down
During,
at school?
you mean during the sound engineering part?
Right.
Yeah, that's what happened. Our first release was when while I was still in school.
Oh, okay,
Right.
yeah.
That's when now we sound mature now. We know now, right?
So now you're taking it to a more professional
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
All right,
And-
great. And you've established Dvine Brothers.
Yes.
You've already, plugged yourself Northwest.
Yes.
Plugged yourself. You are owning the North. And obviously now you're starting to tap into the music scene, the advanced seeds. obviously.
Yes, definitely.
So fast forward, you're about to release, what becomes your first project? And, how do you then now conquer? Let's say, more gaming or level official, let's say now it's no
What was
longer
our first
internet.
track?
Was it like an EP?
It was
a
an EP.
single, or
It was an EP,
an
yeah.
album?
Ele blue, ele, ne?
Yeah. It was an EP.
Dreamer.
Dreamer and
I forgot what the title was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a very nice EP.
It was really dope.
It was very deep.
So you guys drop an EP, it introduces Dvine Brothers to the world. What then happens?
So at that time,
What happens, bro? So it's starting to get interesting now.
because at that time I remember when we started releasing music, I started discovering my other talents of voice.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was a bit confusing starting that because now I can't get Divine Lopez, come get Divine Brothers.
Yeah.
So it used to confuse people a lot.
Yeah.
Or okay, Divine Lopez ke vocalist Divine Brothers. Divine can hear music. Then
Okay. So you wanted to bridge and make a balance between the two. Okay, yeah.
So and then I started doing those things, different producers, Bullet, Harris, Essential Eye, Technique, And from there, I just stopped a bit because I was like, it's gonna confuse the brand.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to see myself as a guy Pelang.
You are the DJ. You
Like
guys,
a DJ.
Yeah, you guys are producers.
That's just something I just discovered to love.
Yeah, I mean, DJs get more groupies anyway.
Says the guy who can't sing.
All right, cool. Keep it going.
So even not about okay, from there, that's when we just started dropping now. We just drop. And
Yeah.
then we just didn't. Now,
Which labels are you guys with? Like, who's now then taking care of Dvine Brothers and making sure that you guys are in the right spaces?
we first pushed with TSN Music. DJ TSN.
Yeah.
I somebody other music. But yeah, that's when we started pushing with his label.
I wanted something because
And then I think from there, that's when another House Africa. Ne?
it was before House Africa.
Yeah, no, before the first ones was TSN
Music,
Music. And then we started releasing with him. And then we stopped. And then we released another EP with an overseas label.
Yeah.
And then Barnoka.
Like, you see how they say,
No, Barnoki, Joe. Busy, Joe.
yeah.
And then.
You know what? Like, we're going to have that conversation, young Nuki. We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
So TSN now introduces you to the music scene.
Yeah.
How do you guys then now step it up a notch? Let's say House Africa, because House Africa is a game changer.
So yeah, House
One of the
Africa.
biggest labels in South Africa at the time.
Yeah, South Africa is when DJ 40 started Namo Chantel.
Yeah.
And then we used to go to him, and then he used to have his own bedroom studio. And then I was like, hey, dude, music are dope. You can't just chill with such music more. And then Nanza Chitebel, I was like, I told Nash that night, Kareman, Nagasane, Kiribaloya go Josie.
Yeah.
To some
Do
labels,
some
so
yeah,
Kendi na kwateng somebody who's House Africa de Kalao. And then I told 40, got a fit. Nagasana Tagan Senyogo, House Africa, Nagasan. He appointment the team white there, then he's agreed for us to come and drop off some stuff. So Negere Italian na drop a CD Hagada. Because the meeting was initially with me.
Yeah.
And then I figured that he's when the CDs were both sides.
Oh, right, yeah.
Eddie empty.
Yeah.
So I 14 lega ma Dvine Brothers no more. And then from it was a 10-track album, and then Tim White loved both.
Yeah.
And then he was like, hey Joe, tell for line Monyaka.
What?
And then from there we set up a meeting at Ravaba Botley.
Yeah.
Rafita and he was like, guys, I love your music. Are pushing this House Africa Sessions 3.
I love this.
And ever since.
Hey, it's so nice when you come from the struggle with the homie and then you guys get to break together.
Yeah.
All right, so then now, fast forward, how does then it hit you? We're in the game, when you start feeling, because you work with quite a number of prominent names in the game, collaborations with your Ladies Amars.
Yeah.
I'd like to believe you guys produced one of the biggest songs in her album, which was Love Is Blind. When she went solo with her career.
It was actually her first track.
And obviously you were doing work with Oskambo. You were doing work with quite a number. You did some
And
some
Mr.
stuff
O as well.
with Black Motion as well. How does it then now step up a notch and you guys are all over the place?
I think the first one was album Arena Hit Tomato, the House Africa Sessions 3. It moved a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then from there.
Is it the one that had that song Organic Roots?
Yeah, Organic Roots.
Yeah,
That's
Organic
when people actually started loving us.
Hey, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was a full CD compilation.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
We used to use that
And-
song as a backtrack at the
Oh
other
my
radio station.
God. Yeah, don't bring that place up. we I remember when a cousin of mine from Pretoria, funny enough, when he bought that compilation, we were driving to KZN. And we decided, okay, we'll just play one disc after another. And then we hit Dvine Brothers and it didn't get out of the CD player up until we hit KZN.
That's dope.
And not to say that the rest of the music was trash, but I mean like there was a distinct there was a distinct something special about that CD specifically. So now you guys have this unbelievable project out, right? And I would imagine you are getting phone calls left, right, and center. A lot of people seem to think that saying yes to everything that comes your way is a good idea. What were some of the projects that you guys said no to? Like maybe there was a collaboration that you could have done that you felt, okay, maybe this is not the right time. You know, because I imagine phone no.
I guess Nali Nesha have always been Nali Nesha, Pusharli too. So we've never really bothered anyone much. If somebody doesn't want to work with us, it's fine. We can still do it on our own, you know. And we used to find ourselves with PR and so small stuff, just our hasela. When coming to, if you need to get something done, you must just pay for it.
So basically, the House Africa album put you guys on, and that's when you guys started getting exposed to all these people that you guys are working with. You know, when does that point come where Dvine Brothers felt like, you know what, you know, including that international record label, you know, I don't know your experiences, some Zanzi, you know, I prefer you guys to tell us about that. You know, when does it hit you that, we've been there, we've done that, you know, let's be out? Or has it always been, but we keep it moving?
No push, because I feel like the way to me got you know, you know, so I motivate every day. Okay, I push you. If did I Spani,
let's find something.
Let's keep it moving.
Because I remember I had
you have had those moments where you guys
because I remember we were signed to Sony. Sony Music after because we pushed a lot of compilations with Tim White after the first album with him, and then from there we licensed a few songs for different compilations with him, and then from there that's when we left House Africa to get signed to Sony, and then we were signed to Sony for 2 years, and then we didn't see any growth. And we felt like, okay, now we are doing something because when and then so
and that's what was required from the
you know how labels are sometimes. So even another thing, okay guys, we get some of these things, but now we're losing the fan base and people don't know where we stand anymore. And that's a big challenge because now you had followers that knew from your House Africa's vibes, but then now you have to teach them, okay, sometimes you grow out of that shell, deep house, and then you can also become.
I hear what you're saying. But you weren't getting results and what you wanted from Sony. So obviously now you have to grow from that. You've moved past that. You know, who are some of the brands that you felt that you've worked with that has helped enhance, you know, where you guys are at? You know, some of those memories that made you feel like, we're embraced by the game so much because of the affiliations that you have, or you know, a song that you did with whoever. Why some collaborations are worth millions. You know, when did you, or rather, has there been a moment where you guys felt like that's where you were at with a certain brand, or with certain brands, or is it something that you guys are still going to do in your musical careers?
I think the first track was when we produced Love Is Blind for Lady Zama. And we also had a track with Barga dancing.
Song, you know,
Thanks, man.
Charting everywhere.
Like what? That thing jumped out of the radio.
Because a lot of people wanted to know who are the guys behind that song.
Who are the guys behind that song?
Exactly.
I've heard a couple of you. Say it right now. Who is behind that
song? There were a couple of.
It's obvious. It's Lady Zamar singing. Big shout out. Who is behind production of that song? Like, Pila Nete Eri. And who are all the people who was involved?
The people that behind that song was Nanesh, Le Karabodi Bodu.
Yeah.
And that's it. We did that song. That song was supposed to be ours.
Yeah.
And then Tim White at that time was in talks with Lady Zama.
Yeah.
And I was signing Lady Zama.
Yes.
And then they were like, okay, let's dancing. And then we're now say Love is Blind. No, actually, but they're dancing, and then okay, you guys can have dancing as Lady Zama's first single. And then Lady Zama said, you guys can do another one.
Okay.
And then
Okay, so it developed from there.
yeah, and then okay, record it.
Okay.
And record, and then then I use
Yeah.
so even vice versa. Okay, guys,
Right.
So I don't want to probe or cause any controversy.
Yeah.
You know, I just want a straight answer. I'm sure a lot of people do want to know. What do you do? No, I just want to know. You know, I've heard a couple of rumors about other people who claiming that they were part of the production of the song. You know.
Yeah, I heard about
and
Drum
it
Pope was part of.
Yeah, it caused a lot of stir. And just straight up, be clear with this. You know, has there been other contributions towards that song outside of Nash Underground, Dvine Lopez and Karabo and Lady Zamar?
No.
Facts.
Oh no! Wait, Le Hypnosis. Sorry, Askis.
Hypnosis.
Le Hypnosis was an additional producer to the song because he mixed the song. And
Did
then
he actually do production on the song or just
he
engineering of the song?
he engineered and had additional sounds to the song. Yes.
All right. So,
But the song was already complete.
okay, great. So Karabo, Divine Brothers,
Hypnosis.
Lady Zamar.
Yes.
Facts. Ya
Fair.
fella. Dango,
And
let's
then
keep moving.
just
And that's that on that.
and just to go back to that song again. So the reason why we did that song, it's similar to Organic Roots. So people knew Organic Roots but didn't know
drum
really.
pattern.
Yeah. The drum pattern, Namaitu Divan Brothers. So what we did, we just took what people already loved and then Mary Isako, the other one.
It was amazing, bro.
You
For
know.
what it's worth, both songs were killer. Like,
Thanks,
I think that's why they both
Yeah.
charted so long. You know what I mean?
And congratulations, you actually gave someone a career. Can you believe
You
that?
know what I mean?
That is insane.
All right, so
Thanks,
now
man.
fast forward, man. You guys have been all over South Africa, my man. I've seen you guys at Mozambique. I've seen you guys in Swaziland.
Yeah.
You know,
Botswana.
you guys are killing it, man. You know, how's it like, you know, being in that space, you know, acknowledging that you guys have come so far, not just in music production, but, you know, holistically as DJs, as young as you were, you know, you lived alone at some point, you know, only you guys know what you were getting up to. But how was that feeling like for Dvine Brothers? You know,
No, you know what they were getting.
I don't know. How was that feeling like, man? Like, you know, being acknowledged and actually seeing that this is now actually a career, you know. You're rubbing shoulders with very prominent names in the game, you know. How does that feel for, like, you guys, that whole experience?
Yo, it's a scary feeling for
It
me. A scary feeling because, hey,
Yeah.
Xili's are okay. I know what's gonna happen now. You know? So,
I guess happily it goes back to this thing of discipline regarding charity because now you start getting a lot of cash and then you still at your peak age and then you don't know what to do. Because there was a time when we just used to just swipe and just do whatever, you know.
like we didn't care. Like,
No, for
So-
us, I'm glad I heard a couple of songs.
So
You got a bit of the shit.
so we had to learn the hard way because now we used to go to a gig and then Hereboa are not next to show, you know.
Yeah.
We could go to Taung or Northern Freiberg and then Hereboa Monday. At the least, and about 500, and then we were like, okay, but now we need to go back to the drawing board because we're not achieving anything by all us traveling all that way to come back, and then now I've got a kid, and then then
All of those lifetime. All right, so outside of that glam,
but it used to be nice.
Yeah, so I got no, we know it's still nice even now. Stop being modest.
Did you hear him say used to?
You know, stop being modest. You know, who are you guys like when you're not like filtered in all this music business? You know, when you guys are not gigging,
Yeah, when it's not Nash and Dvine.
yeah, man.
When it's Itu and Neo. Like, what are those guys up to on a Tuesday? Yeah.
No, like, what's normal? What is normal
For me.
Or what's normal for E2? Fella waking up, you know, before you snap into Dvine, Ochuma Computer Studio, and you guys start planning, you know, how many groupies need your
Now-
injecting calls.
Now my normalness is it's a routine, but it took already movie.
Yeah,
I love jogging. I love spending time with my kids, you know.
yeah.
Other than that,
What does he do go for a beer, bro? Like, you know, host some
Oh.
music, like,
oh, itu has
you know,
itu hele weekend ke divide. Itu switch off. You know what I mean? Yeah, hele weekend we now we party animals, like we don't treat ourselves as okay, we are brands,
and
but
Nash is such a chameleon, bro. Like, this guy, like, he's so chilled and quiet. He blends in. I'm telling you.
like with those guys, now we don't mind paying entrance, you know,
Yeah.
for an event, wherever it is,
Go
and
back
then,
wild.
and I enjoy general, I enjoy VIP.
Yeah.
So now that's us. At the weekend, if we're not gigging, we're not doing anything,
That's it.
we don't mind going to party
And
and
then
just chill.
Nash,
Jonah.
hey, we can tell LA, on the side thing, you know, on a Tuesdays, Jack said.
Joe,
You know, who's Nash, bro?
I'm a simple guy, Joe. The quiet guy, you know.
That much you know.
Even in the house,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even in the house. But for some odd reason, you always take you're the one who always takes the girl home. Like, and no quiet. Like, he's the one who always takes the girl
No,
home.
seriously, think about it this way.
Now, excuse me if you're in a serious relationship. Maybe change it.
Right.
Since COVID.
But here's what I
Like,
learned.
Nash, you're chameleon, bro. This
No.
I don't look the part, man.
Yeah.
But I've seen a few things in this life. Okay? So let me tell you how it works.
yeah.
The guy who talks a lot is not watching what the girl is doing.
Oh,
The guy who's quiet
what's up,
picks
baby?
up on everything.
True.
One time.
And a funny thing, the girls actually are interested in that guy, Odimezi.
Mysterious motherfucker.
Why?
Because I didn't know Ronan. By Longford, we're always talking.
Yeah.
Like, you already know
You
what
know
we
everything.
think about
Sure.
everything. You know what I mean? Now this guy that's sitting here all quiet and mysterious, like, what's up, fella?
No, or maybe that's his version of simple. The one who always takes the girl home.
Nah.
All right, cool. It is what it is.
Gents,
Yeah.
you know what? Like, I've had the privilege of interviewing a lot of different people.
Yeah.
Right? And I always ask them this question: how do you navigate popularity? Like, it's not something that people are born with, right? Like, like that. You could be a rich family or whatever, you know. But when people see you walking down the street, like, hey, Joe, hey, get Nash. You know what I mean? Get Daman, Joe. Like, I don't know what it's like. Like what?
And they
What?
get that.
How? You know what I mean? How do you make the mental adjustment from Neo to Nash now that Nash is a person that is known?
Kire beanjo. Hey, remain humble, Joe. Remain humble, one. Respect the batho. Respect.
Keep it simple.
Yeah,
it
I think
simple. Yeah.
with us, really too Kobatong. We're not divine, but we are ourselves.
Right.
And it goes with the little promoters. We don't make them feel like it was a business transaction.
Yeah.
We become a family. And we call them Larifika higher,
Fitly
sharp.
sharp, yeah.
Sometimes during the month, just call the promoter and just check up on him if he's okay, how things are going, you know. And that's what they love about us. That's why a lot of DJs ask us, why do you guys get bookings everywhere, go Northern Cape and all that? And it's all the love. And we ask ourselves, okay, we don't even have any hit song that's on the streets or anything, but we constantly have gigs outside of our comfort zone, Momo province in Yarwana, you know.
Yeah.
And for us, it's grateful. We're very grateful for that because it's not a lot of guys that you can see. You can have the biggest guy, I got the hottest song, but not getting as much gigs as
Exactly.
us.
So
You know?
I think we're gonna wrap it up just before you guys get into the ones and twos.
Yeah.
You know? But holistically, you know, I get the vibe. You know, you guys are a tight knit family. You know, you keep the circle small. Very
Hella
humble,
motivated
You know,
too.
yeah. You know,
Thanks, man.
That's one thing
Yeah.
I got from you guys. Are hella motivated.
And you guys have done some amazing things already as is. You know, I guess then the next question becomes, you know, in the next 5 to 10 years, you know, where does Dvine Brothers aspire to be? You know, are you guys trying to achieve accolades in music? Are you just trying to collaborate in music? Or are you just trying to, you know, conquer different territories in the globe. What do you guys aspire to do? Who do you plan to do music with? What's in the pipelines?
Dvine Brothers at the moment has grew from what they've been doing now. We do library music.
Yeah.
So basically, it's so we do music for a publishing company, and then it's different from your house scenes and all that thing. So it's something very interesting, and it's challenging us because now we have to do different genres of music, not only just one thing, because that's where the money is actually, more than what people think. You'll get the money. So this is where we're heading right now. We wanna
ideally you're gonna be doing scores, sync deals.
Yes, and we wanna grow our label.
Yeah.
And to getting these youngsters so that they can be the next Dvine Brothers, not behind the scenes, and then just nurture them.
To groom your own.
Yeah.
Nash. Yeah.
I mean, Nash has a son, I have a son.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna go executive at some point.
Yes, that's where we see each other
with
because
Dvine Brothers music and etc.
Yeah.
All right, man. Now from my end, I'm very happy. I got to hang out. Get to probe your brain.
Thanks, man.
I don't know if you.
I wish we had more time.
I wish we had more time too. Like I wanted us to talk about like some of the nasty things.
I see you.
Seriously, like you expect me to sit here and believe that these guys are traveling the country and there was no nasty business happening?
No nasty. We lived alone. There was no nasty.
We lived alone. There's no nasty. Don't be fake humble. Don't be fake humble. I'm sure babangata that are watching this like wait CD.
Shout out.
All right,
But
man.
gents, honestly, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
I can't thank you enough for coming through.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to hear, your story and how everything came together. I'm still saying this again. I need to meet your parents. Like Patrick Alona sound like they could, give some really divine wisdom to see what I'm
Thanks for having us, man.
Bro,
It's
thanks-
like I really
thanks for
enjoy it.
coming through.
It's actually
Before you even get to the ones and twos, man,
Yeah.
just please share with everyone, where do people find you on your socials? You go first, as Dvine Lopez. Where are you on your social media platforms?
Dvine Lopez, DVINE,
Yeah.
everywhere. Dvine Lopez, Dvine
Instagram,
Twitter, and then Facebook, Dvine Lopez, Dvine Brothers.
All right, great. Nash Underground, where do people find you on your socials, buddy?
I am an Insta Nash_underground.
Yeah.
And then Facebook Nash Dvine Brothers.
All right. And then as a duo, where do people find you?
Dvine Brothers.
Dvine Brothers, all
Everywhere.
social media platforms.
Yeah.
All right, Instagram, Twitter, Dvine Brothers, that's where you find them.
Twitter,
For bookings-
Dvine Brothers SA.
All right, and then on, how do you get to book you? Sorry, you send an email. Is there a WhatsApp number we should contact?
DvineBrothers1@gmail.com.
All right, DvineBrothers1@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Guess the next question is, what the hell should we expect on your set, bruh? But gents, Lirisa guy. But you guys do quite a vast number of genres, Liradi. Gospel, library music.
Now we're gonna be playing some exclusive stuff.
Some exclusive
Yeah,
stuff.
from different producers and us.
Nah?
Yeah.
All right, man. Very dope. Very
Thank
dope.
you guys for having us, man.
Nah? All right, Jackito, where do we find you on your socials, buddy?
At Jack_5'4".
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, and then on Facebook, just another cool kid. Man.
Mick 33.
Okay.
Hey Joe, get your me a Joe Bank.
It's at uug.podcast. That's on Instagram. Otherwise, like and subscribe to the channel. Over there, Fat Cats Music. Just like that, man, we hang out with Dvine Brothers. Keep it locked.
Cheers.
crazy things we do. It's just the crazy things we do. It's just the crazy things we do. For this love. It's just the crazy things we do. We ride together. It's just the crazy things we do. For this love. It's just the crazy things we do. For this love. We ride together.
yeah, ngithi face blow. Sithule simpekile angene 7 days ngevili senjikile vili umthudu ujombile akuthama ngabeya angeke babuye noma bengeza bebaningi siloku sithule simpekile angene 7 days ngevili senjikile vili umthudu ujombile akuthama ngabeya